The internet is on fire once again, and this time it's not just another love and hip-hop rumor. Viewers are losing their minds after shocking whispers started circulating online, claiming that Mendeecees may have been involved in a late-night affair that went far beyond anyone's imagination. And the woman at the center of it all? None other than Jasmine. The same Jasmine fans thought was long gone from all the drama. But if Tasha K's latest revelation is to be believed, things behind the scenes might have been a lot more explosive than anyone expected. Fans are buzzing, comment sections are flooded, and Yandy's name is being dragged into the chaos once again. People are asking, could this be the real reason behind Mendeecees' distant behavior lately? Or is Tasha K just stirring up trouble? For clout, the tension is thick, the rumors are wild, and the internet can't stop talking about it. From leaked DMIs to late-night sightings, every piece of gossip seems to add another layer to this already messy situation. Stay tuned, because if even half of what's being said is true, the entire love and hip-hop world might be about to implode. When Tasha K dropped her latest video, no one was ready for the storm it created. The gossip queen, known for her fiery tone and unapologetic truth bombs, claimed she had receipts that could change everything fans thought they knew about Mendeecees and his picture-perfect life with Yandy. In that 40-minute upload, her words dripped with confidence as she leaned toward the camera, saying she had inside information about a secret connection between Mendeecees and Jasmine, a woman who, up until now, had been living quietly outside the spotlight. As the video spread across social media, fans were stunned. Twitter threads exploded with speculation, and Instagram pages dedicated to love and hip-hop updates began reposting every second of Tasha's claims. It wasn't just the story itself. It was the tone in her voice that made everyone sit up and listen. She didn't sound like someone chasing clicks. She sounded like someone who had seen proof. She even mentioned screenshots, messages, and mysterious late-night meets that happened while Yandy thought her husband was out handling business. Within hours, the internet was split in half. One side believed Tasha, saying she had no reason to lie about something so specific. The other half thought she was pushing another wild rumor to keep her name trending. But things got more intense when a blurry photo began circulating online, allegedly showing Mendeecees and Jasmine together outside a lounge in Atlanta late at night. The lighting was dim, but the faces looked too familiar to ignore. People started asking, if it's not them, why does it look so much like them? Jasmine's name trended overnight. Fans flooded her social media with questions, comments, and even hate messages. Some begged her to speak up, others accused her of trying to break a family. She stayed silent for 2 days, which only fueled the drama even more. Silence in the world of celebrity gossip is like pouring gasoline on a fire. Everyone wanted answers, and the more Jasmine stayed quiet, the louder the rumors grew. Meanwhile, Yandy was said to be devastated. Sources close to her told gossip blogs that she was blindsided, caught completely off guard by the claims. According to one report, she saw the viral clips of Tasha's video while she was filming a project and immediately stepped out of production for the day. Insiders claim she was emotional and refused to believe it at first, telling friends that people were always trying to destroy her marriage. But deep down, those who know her said she couldn't shake the uneasiness of it all. As for Mendeecees, fans noticed he went completely silent online. Normally active with motivational posts and family pictures, his Instagram suddenly stopped updating. No stories, no new posts, not even comments under Yandy's photos. That silence was all people needed to believe something was wrong. In the world of public figures, when someone stops talking, it usually means they're hiding something or trying to figure out how to fix the narrative before it explodes further. Tasha, on the other hand, doubled down. In her next live stream, she hinted that what she revealed was just the beginning. She claimed Jasmine wasn't just a random woman in Mendeecees' circle. She was someone who had been around for months. This wasn't no one-night thing, Tasha said with her signature smirk. This was an ongoing situation. And baby, when Yandy finds out the full story, it's gonna shake everything. Her followers flooded the comments with fire emojis and disbelief. She even suggested that certain people in the Love and Hip Hop production crew knew more than they were admitting in Atlanta. The story became the talk of every gossip podcast. YouTube creators, bloggers, and fans began dissecting every angle of Tasha's claim. Some brought up old footage from the show, replaying moments where Mendeecees seemed distracted or secretive. Others noticed how often he mentioned trust issues in recent interviews. One fan even pulled up a clip from a past reunion episode, where Yandy joked about how women were always around her husband, and now that line suddenly felt like foreshadowing. Things escalated further when a new rumor surfaced, claiming that after hearing the news, Yandy confronted Jasmine directly. Allegedly, the two had a heated exchange over the phone, where Yandy demanded to know if the affair story was true. Someone supposedly close to Jasmine leaked a text claiming that Yandy had told her, "If you ever come near my husband again, I swear you'll regret it." Of course, no one could confirm if that message was real, but it spread like wildfire anyway. Fans began turning the scandal into memes, GIFs, and TikToks. One clip of Yandy looking emotional from a past season started trending with captions like, "When you find out your husband might have had a late-night visitor." Even though it was unrelated footage, it captured exactly what fans imagined she must be feeling. The online energy was chaotic, every platform was buzzing, and Love and Hip Hop's name dominated the trending charts for days. Mendeecees' friends reportedly urged him to make a statement, but he refused. Instead, one insider claimed he was trying to keep the peace and figure things out privately. But silence can be deadly in the world of entertainment. People interpret it however they want. Every minute he stayed quiet. The internet filled the gaps with its own version of events. The most shocking twist came when someone claiming to be a former associate of Jasmine's spoke out in a Twitter space, saying that Jasmine had been emotionally attached to Mendeecees and that the two had been talking for months behind the scenes. The person even hinted that the relationship wasn't purely physical. It had emotional layers too. That single claim sent the gossip cycle spinning all over again. Through it all, Tasha kept teasing her audience, saying she had even more evidence she hadn't shared yet. "The receipts are in my email," she said during another stream, "and when the time is right, I'll show them. But I'll just say this, what y'all think you know about that marriage ain't the full story." Her followers cheered her on, calling her the truth queen, while critics accused her of destroying families for views. But Tasha didn't care. She stood by every word, and the internet couldn't look away. Because whether true or not, one thing was certain. This story had shaken Love and Hip Hop to its core. The tension only grew worse in the days that followed. By the third day, every blog and gossip page had something to say about the situation. Even verified influencers who normally stayed out of drama started chiming in. Everyone wanted to know, was there any truth to Tasha's claims? Or was this another one of her viral attention-grabbing stories? Yet the silence from Mendeecees and Jasmine only made it all feel more real. People began connecting dots. And what they found was hard to ignore. One blogger dug up old footage showing Jasmine in the background of a charity event Yandy and Mendeecees attended last year. No one had noticed her before, but now that the internet was looking closely, everything seemed suspicious. The comment section filled with speculation. Fans wrote things like, "She's been there all along, and you can't tell me this was a coincidence." Others insisted the footage was old and meaningless, but the damage was already done. Every small detail became another piece of evidence. Then came another twist. Screenshots allegedly from Jasmine's private Instagram account surfaced online. They showed what looked like late-night stories tagged in Atlanta locations near Mendeecees' known hangout spots. One photo showed a drink with a caption saying, "Good company, better conversation." Another had the words, "Some secrets are too heavy to keep forever." Although the authenticity of those screenshots couldn't be confirmed, they fit perfectly with Tasha's narrative. Her fans immediately reposted them, tagging Yandy and demanding she respond. The situation had reached a boiling point. Insiders claimed that producers from Love and Hip Hop were in chaos trying to control the narrative before filming resumed. Apparently, the scandal had become so huge that they were debating whether to include it in the upcoming season. One insider said, "This kind of drama is ratings gold, but it's also dangerous. Emotions are running high, and people are actually hurting." While Tasha continued milking the story, Yandy's close friends tried to protect her from the growing media storm. One friend, who spoke anonymously to a gossip page, said Yandy was heartbroken but focused on finding the truth. Reportedly, she was reaching out to people in Atlanta to confirm whether Jasmine had really been spotted with Mendeecees. Yandy doesn't want to believe it, the source said, but the silence is eating her alive. And that silence, it didn't last long, because suddenly screenshots began circulating that allegedly showed Mendeecees texting Jasmine. The messages were short and vague, things like "you, good," and "same spot tonight." But the timestamps lined up with the nights Tasha claimed the two had met. People online started comparing the dates, analyzing every emoji, every dot, every pause and punctuation. Fans treated it like a digital crime scene, dissecting the messages as if they were detectives on a mission. It was only a matter of time before Yandy couldn't take it anymore. Sources claimed she confronted Mendeecees in private, demanding answers. Their conversation, according to someone close to the situation, was emotional and heated. Yandy allegedly asked him straight out if there was any truth to the rumors. And his response? Silence. That silence, people said, told her everything she needed to know. In the following days, fans noticed that Yandy deleted several old posts featuring Mendeecees. Couple photos disappeared, anniversary captions were gone, and the comment sections under her remaining pictures were filled with sympathetic statements like "Stay strong, queen, and you deserve better." Fans could feel the energy shifting. Meanwhile, Jasmine was finally forced to break her silence. She went live on Instagram, visibly nervous, but trying to stay composed. Her live quickly drew thousands of viewers as people flooded the comments asking whether the rumors were true. She started by saying she didn't owe anyone an explanation, but then admitted that she and Mendeecees had conversations that maybe went too far. That one line sent shockwaves through the internet, because while she didn't confirm an affair, she didn't deny it either. As soon as Jasmine ended her live, Tasha jumped back online, claiming victory. "Didn't I tell y'all?" she said. She basically admitted it without admitting it. See, when you have nothing to hide, you don't play word games. Her followers flooded the chat with laughing emojis and "we knew it" comments. Tasha hinted again that there were more messages out there, saying she was just waiting for the right time to drop them. But not everyone was convinced. A few fans defended Mendeecees, insisting the story had gone too far and that people were twisting things for clicks. Still, the majority had already made up their minds the damage to his image was done. In the middle of all this chaos, someone leaked what they claimed was a phone recording between Jasmine and a friend. In it, Jasmine could be heard venting about how complicated things had gotten and how Mendeecees was saying one thing but doing another. Though the voices were muffled, listeners were certain it was her. Within hours, the clip went viral, adding fuel to the already blazing fire. Yandy, according to insiders, was furious. One report suggested she called Jasmine after hearing the recording and warned her to stay away for good. One source claimed Yandy even told a friend, "I don't care what it takes, she's not going to ruin my family." Whether that was true or not, it became the headline of every gossip page. Fans began saying that Yandy had reached her breaking point and that the old Yandy was about to come out. Tasha, never one to miss a chance at drama, used her next video to mock the situation, saying, "If I were Jasmine, I'd change my number and move cities." Because when a woman like Yandy feels betrayed, it's about to get real. She laughed, sipped her wine, and told her viewers to grab their popcorn. But behind the laughs and drama, there was a real tension growing. Love and Hip Hop producers reportedly reached out to both Jasmine and Yandy, trying to get them on camera together to address the situation. They wanted an exclusive confrontation, the kind that could break records. Jasmine allegedly refused, saying she wasn't ready to face Yandy in person. But producers weren't taking no for an answer. They knew the audience would tune in by the millions. The story had officially gone beyond gossip. It was now shaping up to be one of the biggest scandals in love and hip-hop history. And as each day passed, the line between truth and rumor blurred more and more. Fans couldn't tell what was real anymore. All they knew was that the tension, the betrayal, and the emotional fallout had everyone hooked. As days passed, the scandal began to spiral into something far bigger than anyone expected. It was no longer just a rumor floating around. It had turned into a full-blown storm that swallowed everything in its path. Every blog, every entertainment page, every gossip commentator had their own version of the story. And at the center of it all stood three names: Yandy, Mendeecees, and Jasmine. According to several insiders, love and hip-hop producers were now in complete panic mode. This wasn't just tabloid noise anymore. It was real tension between cast members. And the network had to decide whether to include it in the upcoming season or let it blow over quietly. But the truth was, they didn't have a choice. The fans were demanding answers. Hashtags like #JusticeForYandy and #JasmineandMendeecees started trending on social media. Everyone wanted to see what really went down. Behind the scenes, Yandy was reportedly struggling to hold herself together. She was trying to keep things private for the sake of her kids, but the emotional pressure was unbearable. One close friend allegedly said Yandy's heartbroken, but she's not weak. She's hurt, but she's ready to fight back. People began to notice that Yandy started posting cryptic quotes on her Instagram stories. Messages about loyalty, betrayal, and how silence reveals more than words ever could. And then came another twist. Tasha K, the woman who started it all, dropped another bomb. In her latest video, she claimed to have obtained unseen messages between Jasmine and Mendeecees, not just casual texts, but flirty, emotional late-night exchanges. She described them as messages that went way beyond friendship, the kind that could ruin a family. She didn't show them directly, saying she was protecting her sources, but that only made people more curious. Her viewers were eating it up, typing in her chat, "We need receipts, Tasha." Tasha grinned and replied, "Oh, baby, the receipts are coming, but y'all ain't ready for what's next." Those words alone were enough to send shockwaves through the internet again. Overnight, her video racked up hundreds of thousands of views. Some people praised her for exposing the truth, while others accused her of destroying lives for clicks. Meanwhile, Jasmine's silence was starting to speak louder than words. Even though she hadn't said much since her last live, paparazzi caught her outside a lounge in Atlanta looking tense and uneasy. Reporters shouted questions at her. "Did you sleep with Mendeecees? Are you still talking to him?" But she stayed quiet and walked away. Still, that clip made headlines everywhere. Fans started calling her the woman at the center of the storm. As for Mendeecees, his behavior wasn't helping. He continued posting motivational messages and business promotions as if nothing was happening. Too many fans that felt like avoidance. One comment under his post read, "You can't post about discipline and loyalty when your name's in a scandal." Another said, "You need to speak up before this gets worse." But he didn't respond to any of it. That silence kept fueling speculation. Then came the night that changed everything. According to a source close to the family, Yandy showed up unannounced at a private event where Mendeecees was scheduled to make an appearance. Cameras weren't allowed inside, but multiple eyewitnesses described the scene as tense and emotional. One source claimed that Yandy confronted him in front of a few close associates, demanding to know if he had been seeing Jasmine behind her back. Their voices reportedly got louder, and witnesses said Mendeecees kept insisting it's not what you think. But Yandy wasn't convinced. One insider revealed she said something along the lines of, "Don't play with me. I know more than you think I do." After that, she left abruptly, leaving everyone stunned. Someone at the event apparently recorded a small clip from their phones, showing Yandy storming out, visibly upset. The clip was blurry, but once it hit the internet, it exploded. Fans immediately took sides. Some said Yandy had every right to confront him, while others argued she should have waited until things calmed down. Yet, the real shock came later that night when Tasha posted a cryptic message on her Twitter account. "When a woman snaps, it's because she's been pushed too far. Y'all better pray for Jasmine." Those words set off a frenzy. People began speculating that Yandy had allegedly threatened Jasmine after learning more details about the supposed affair. Within hours, multiple pages started claiming that Jasmine had received disturbing messages warning her to stay away from Mendeecees. Of course, there was no solid proof, but the narrative spread like wildfire. Blogs posted headlines saying Yandy loses her cool and Jasmine fears for her safety. The fans were divided. Some accused Tasha of making things worse, while others believed she was only sharing what was already happening behind closed doors. In the midst of the chaos, Jasmine finally broke her silence again, this time through a cryptic post that read, "People love to play innocent when the truth burns too bright." She didn't tag anyone, but everyone knew who she was referring to. Her post was shared thousands of times, with fans writing things like, "Oh, she's talking about Yandy and she's not backing down this time." The internet had turned the scandal into a digital war zone. Love and hip-hop producers, seeing how big the controversy had gotten, decided to act fast. Rumors spread that they wanted to film a special reunion-style segment to address the rumors and set the record straight. But there was a problem. Yandy reportedly refused to film with Jasmine. According to insiders, she told producers she wouldn't share a room with someone who disrespected her family. The producers were torn. On one hand, the ratings potential was massive. But on the other hand, they risked escalating an already volatile situation. Meanwhile, Tasha continued teasing new evidence. She posted a short clip with a blurred-out image, saying, "You thought the messages were bad. Wait till you see this." Fans flooded her comments with fire emojis and questions. Everyone was desperate to know what she would reveal next. It was clear that Tasha wasn't backing down. In fact, she seemed to enjoy every bit of the chaos she had started. And as the noise grew louder, so did the emotions behind it. Yandy's friends began publicly defending her, calling her a woman of class who deserves respect. Mendeecees supporters argued that he was being dragged into lies. Jasmine's fans, on the other hand, said she was being bullied for something that hadn't even been proven. The situation had turned into a battlefield of opinions, emotions, and blurred truths by this point. One thing was certain: no matter what the truth really was, the damage had already been done. The trust was shattered, the fans were divided, and the love and hip-hop world was never going to be the same again. That night, Mendeecees' house felt like a storm had passed through, quiet, tense, and heavy. Erica had locked herself in her room, her eyes swollen from crying, her heart shattered by the rumors spreading like wildfire. Everywhere online, people were whispering the same thing. Did Mendeecees really have a late-night affair with Jasmine? Tasha K's video had already hit millions of views, and fans were dissecting every second of it. Yandy was silent. For the first time, she didn't post, didn't smile, didn't speak. But that silence spoke louder than words. Meanwhile, Mendeecees finally decided to break his own. In an exclusive interview, he said, "I'm not perfect, but I'm not unfaithful either." His voice trembled slightly, just enough for fans to sense doubt. Within hours, Tasha K clapped back with another upload. "If Mendeecees is telling the truth," she said dramatically, "then what are these audio clips?" She played a voice note where a man sounding exactly like Mendeecees said, "Don't say anything, everything will be fine." The clip exploded online. Comments flooded in. "That's him, no doubt. And he's lying to Yandy." Fans were divided, some calling it fake, others insisting it was solid proof. Yandy couldn't take it anymore. She went live on Instagram, tears rolling down her cheeks. "I'm a woman, a mother, and all I want is the truth," she said, her voice breaking. The live had over 300,000 viewers, all watching as a strong woman seemed to crumble in front of them. Jasmine, however, stayed silent until one of her close friends appeared on Tasha K's podcast and dropped a bombshell. "Jasmine didn't lie," she said. she was with him. Behind Yandy's back, fans went wild. The internet split into two camps, one calling Jasmine a homewrecker, and another claiming Mendeecees was the manipulator. Even Erica, who had been silent for weeks, finally broke her silence. On her story, she posted, "I stayed quiet because I thought the truth would reveal itself. But now, I know everything." People were stunned. Did Erica mean she had proof too? Or was she just talking about betrayal? Either way, the tension had hit a boiling point. Then, as if on cue, a leaked clip from the next Love and Hip Hop episode surfaced online. It showed Yandy and Jasmine facing off at a public event. Yandy's face was red with anger as she shouted, "You tried to destroy my home." Jasmine fired back, "You don't even know the whole story." Security rushed in as glass shattered and cameras caught every second. Tasha K wasted no time. She analyzed the clip frame by frame in her next video, saying, "You can't fake that kind of emotion. If Yandy reacted like that, something real is going on." That statement alone reignited the chaos. Jasmine finally made a short public post that read, "People judge without knowing the truth. Everything isn't what it seems." Blog headlines popped up instantly. Jasmine hints there's more to the story. Yandy versus Jasmine. The war isn't over. And of course, Tasha K was right all along. Some fans began speculating that Jasmine had gone missing for a few weeks because of stress, while others whispered that she might be hiding a bigger secret. Mendeecees and Yandy's marriage seemed to be hanging by a thread. Their home was full of silence, their conversations reduced to cold stares and short sentences. Even their kids could sense it. "Mom, are you and Daddy okay?" One of them asked softly. Yandy forced a smile and replied, "Everything's fine," even though her heart was anything but. Then, a shocking new detail emerged. An insider allegedly leaked screenshots of Yandy texting Jasmine threats. "If you come near my family again, I'll make sure you regret it." Those messages hit the internet like lightning. Fans started posting, "Yandy's had enough," and she finally snapped. Tasha K jumped back in, saying, "This is bigger than an affair. This is war." And it truly felt like it. Erica, trying to stay out of it, became part of the story again when fans dug up an old clip of her saying, "I know how it feels, because I've been there." The comments went crazy. Is she talking about Mendeecees too? Were both women deceived by the same man? Mendeecees finally posted a statement, writing, "This entire thing is based on lies. I stand with my family." But fans weren't convinced. One comment stood out. "If it's all lies, why are you being so defensive?" The drama was now unstoppable. The producers of Love and Hip Hop wasted no time either. The new trailer dropped with a tagline, "Betrayal has a new face." The last shot. Jasmine, looking directly into the camera, unbothered. Fans flooded social media. This season is gonna be insane. Tasha K started another fire. And just when everyone thought things couldn't get any crazier, an anonymous source appeared on a popular podcast, claiming Jasmine had proof that could change everything. The host pressed for details, but the guest just said if it comes out, people will see who's really lying. Tasha K fueled the suspense even more with a knowing smirk in her next video. Let's just say, the receipts are coming. Fans lost it. The comments section blew up with people begging her to drop the evidence. By now, truth and rumor had blended so tightly that no one could tell them apart. Every day brought a new leak, a new clip, a new accusation. Supporters of Yandy organized online campaigns defending her, calling her a queen wronged. Meanwhile, Jasmine's defenders claimed she was the true victim, a woman trapped in emotional manipulation. The world was watching as this reality TV scandal became more than just gossip. It turned into a cultural moment. Everyone wanted to know what really happened between Mendeecees and Jasmine that night. And was Tasha K's next upload finally going to reveal the full truth? And now, with emotions running high and fans more divided than ever, one question echoes across social media. What is the real truth behind this scandal? Did Mendeecees truly cross the line? Or has Tasha K's latest revelation just added more fire to an already burning feud? Yandy's silence has become louder than words. Jasmine's cryptic posts are sending chills through the fan base, and everyone's waiting to see who will finally speak up with proof. Some say this could be the biggest shakeup in love and hip-hop history, a storyline that blurs the line between reality and rumor. Others believe the entire saga might just be a setup for the upcoming season, a carefully crafted storm to keep viewers hooked. But one thing's for sure, the tension, the heartbreak, and the betrayal feel all too real. So, what do you think really happened behind the scenes? Was Jasmine just a victim of bad timing? Or was she knowingly playing with fire? And if Tasha K has more receipts, could they completely destroy Mendeecees and Yandy's marriage once and for all? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you believe Tasha K, or do you think there's more to the story than what we've seen so far? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications because this story isn't over yet. Every day, new details are surfacing, and we'll be right here breaking them all down for you. Stay tuned, because the next chapter in this love and hip-hop chaos might just change everything.